Hey guys, remember to like the video and hit subscribe.
Similarities between Israel's bombing of Gaza and Tehran are growing stronger. In both cases, it appears Israel is using AI without any human oversight. For instance, Israel has bombed a park in Tehran called Police Park. It has nothing to do with the police, but it appears AI identified it as a target since Israel is bombing all government-related buildings. No one in Israel bothered to check and find out that it is just a park. First of all, this would be an incredibly crude AI. I feel like a human almost would be more likely to make a mistake like that than a AI targeting thing would. Secondly, I couldn't find any evidence of this even being struck or anything of this story. It just seems like it originated from Twitter here. And then
there was a community note on this. Like, I swear to God, there was.
Oh, doesn't matter if it's Israel shit. The Palestinian people could be downvoting.
There was literally a community note saying that there wasn't a bomb that even went off there.
Well, the pro-Pallies got it.
I mean, the Americans confirmed, by the way, bombed the school. So
what was the story with that?
Congress members were briefed in like a closed-door meeting that it was actually, it was the United States who bombed the school. I don't think we have like details of why or how or anything like that yet.
Oh.
But yeah, that was by NBC Now.
I also I hate everything about AI. I'm going to be so happy when it's more integrated, so people stop bringing up AI for everything. Like that, like whatever AI is being applied to, there were already some algorithms that were being used to guide like all of this information anyway. Like people thought that before it was like, everybody get out the binders, we're going to do the math and we're going to get our targeting coordinates on everything. And then AI came and now it's all electronic. Like you had stuff that was like highly intelligent, like, like smart systems existed before AI existed, but now like anytime an electronic anything is applied to something, or AI, or AI,
it's the new CGI,
I guess, yeah, or the new cloud, or the new whatever,
yeah. It's just the new buzzword of the fucking year.
Algorithm.
Or the new algorithm, true. The reason people saying it is because last Friday, Anthropic lost government contract and threatened with sanctions because they did not want to do mass surveillance and full kill chain. No human in the chain. No, I don't know why you're steelmanning. This is the most annoying thing that my chat does, is when you steelman retards. That was a thing that happened, and that is a bad thing. But I don't know why you're trying to steelman people who just, anytime they see anything related to AI, they just start screeching and screaming about it. I don't know who you're talking to or who you're trying to steelman, because it's not the people that I'm complaining about. Okay, 12. Oh my God. I can do a debate like, wait, let's see. I wouldn't mind debating Warren again for sure, but the topics need to be way more concrete. I have no interest in meandering conversations about topics that are super nebulous. Hard. So for instance, instead of leftist ideology, something more concrete like, would Kamala have been a better president than Trump? Or instead of, I'll just do that example. Oh.
Just pointing out it was very close for the reasoning it occurred. We have precise bombs. They likely targeted the building mistakenly. Yeah, well, we should be wanting better of the administration than mistakenly targeting a school building. I don't know why DGers are so obsessed with like steel manning the Trump administration for like a like, yeah, they fucked up. They fucked up hard. You shouldn't be bombing schools.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens.
No,
like it's not like a Gaza, like, and it's not like a Gaza situation where there's this huge fog of war, or we have like no insight into what's going on, or there's like tunnels beneath everything, or it's like in the middle of like a blitzkrieg with soldiers on the ground. Like everything should be pretty precise. I mean, like we killed like 36 of their like high leadership people, right? So we clearly have good intelligence and everything. So I don't understand how. I don't know what I.
You tried targeting 1,000 buildings and not missing one.
Wait, who said that?
BSCO. Yeah, you shouldn't miss one.
You tried targeting 1,000 buildings and not missing one. Isn't that what happened in the beginning of was it Protective Edge in 2014 in Gaza? Where was it Israel? It wasn't F-35s. Not in 2014, I don't think. But like, didn't Israel bomb like literally like 100 targets like within a minute? It was like some insanely coordinated, like crazy high precision. Like if you can do that in Gaza, the United States should be able to do this
over like 6 days. And even if they don't have good intel, like you don't have to bomb the target, right? Like nobody's forcing them to send these bombs. Every single bomb that should be sent should be perfect.
Cruise missiles can miss by 100 meters. Is that true? I thought cruise missiles
could use a better missile.
I thought cruise missiles could go through building windows. Miss by 100 meters. I feel like we have ballistic missiles that are more accurate than that. Wait, unironically, there should be 100% accuracy in every missile. I'm confused. I thought there were fuck-ups all the time. No, it depends on the theater. But for stuff like this, my understanding is this is like very, 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 very accurate. Imagine launching a cruise missile and it misses by 100 meters. What's the point? I feel like
That's
just
huge.
I thought that like cruise missiles are
That's a missile.
things that can maneuver. Where's that guy on
There's almost
Discord?
no way it like. Can
Where's
we look it up?
There's a guy on Discord who sends me military shit all the time. Start sending me information about this, or I'm removing you.
How far can a cruise missile miss?
Don't let people do this to you.
Okay, tell me what.
You're getting mind fucked.
Okay.
For one, but don't let people just say a cruise missile. That's
because there's different
nebulous.
kinds. I'm sure
that doesn't mean that means literally nothing.
Okay.
If you wanna know about like accuracies of certain like weapon systems, you should be asking about the like the guidance system, not like what type of missile it is.
Okay.
And then like whenever I hear people say cruise missile and we're talking about like the U.S. striking people, my mind instantly just goes to Tomahawk because we just use it so much. Tomahawk is disgustingly accurate.
I feel like I heard during the Iraq War that we could put these cruise missiles into people's like windows.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Tomahawk, like I think, I used to know this. Obviously, I had to study it. I think like the most you'll miss by is like 10 meters. Like this motherfucker is retardedly accurate.
And then what do you know? I thought even ballistic missile systems are pretty accurate. Like 100 meters seems like that's the difference between like a whole ass building or a park, or like not hitting at all.
Like the systems we strike with, yes, they're stupidly accurate. Tomahawk's like pretty common. We use it a lot. It's like the most you'll, like I said, like the most you'll miss by is like 10 meters. It's super precise. Also, even if we're using like, go ahead.
Is the point of I thought that the point of things like cruise missiles and everything were to take like non-traditional trajectories or to be able to do secondary maneuvers instead of having like a very predictable ballistic trajectory that could be intercepted more easily and then has to like go through stages of like flight. Is that true, or is a ballistic?
Yes, yeah, it's somewhat accurate, but this is like the only thing I really came to say actually is like don't. It's kind of like the what you were trying to explain earlier with the, or not earlier, sorry, in yesterday's stream with the like Constantine when he said a lot, right? And you're like that doesn't mean anything. It's the same thing when people say like ballistic, like when you use like category of weapons, it's a meaningless statement. It literally means nothing.
Okay.
You have
we
to be
should expect the United States not to hit a school. Okay, yeah.
Especially by that margin. I haven't looked into this particular situation. If that's the margin we're talking about, it's like, oh, we missed, because I know like people are saying there's like a military installation nearby. Is that?
Well, yeah, no, but like I've heard that, but one, I think it's a half kilometer away. But also, it sounds like if we struck a school, my guess is it's bad intel more than like a precise weapon. Yeah, I don't think that we have weapons that are that like half a mile inaccurate or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the reason I asked about that is because I hadn't looked into that very much, and if it was like next door, then maybe. But even then, it's so unlikely. If you're telling me it's like a half a kilometer away, no, absolutely not. We didn't. That's not a miss. That's bad intel.
It's on this page right here. I'll send it to you in DMs. It shows you how far. Here, I gotta add you as a friend to send it, or I can send it to you in chat too.
Well, good luck. I have 10 emails left.
Friend request failed. Oh, no, you're right there.
It was next to an IRGC compound. The word next doesn't mean anything.
Next to means nothing?
Yeah. This is like when people were like the Huanan Seafood Market was close to that COVID-19, the research lab or whatever, and it's like close to meant like 12 kilometers away, 24 kilometers by bus. Like, is that close? I mean, it's close on like a solar system level. It's close on like an Earth level. But in terms of like travel, right, and getting people sick, that's worlds away. You're not traveling by bus for 20 kilometers and not interacting with other people. That's a huge distance. So close or next to doesn't mean anything. Destiny, it was in the compound,
have to do it.
not half a kilometer. But yeah, but the compound, wasn't this like a really big... never mind, I'm not going to talk about this actually. And you're not linking anything, and I don't think you've been there personally to explore it, and you're not linking it, so I don't care. Okay, let me do my emails, and then I'll check after. Don't care. Nope, so I'm not clicking any links in chat. Okay. Addendum now. Oh, the schizo emailer emailed me again. Addendum now that I'm slightly less heated from last night. Oh, this was yesterday. Emailed me. Hutch's whole argument rests on his conclusion that stuff like this would be unpopular and Dems would get smashed in subsequent elections. Even if I cared about that as much as he does, I don't see how he can make that claim so confidently. One, there's clearly an appetite for big dick authoritarian shit in the U.S. I can't imagine it would be less popular if it was wrapped in the flag, contrast against our kleptocrat adversaries, and obviously not corrupt, even evoke Washington/Lincoln with an unimpeachable Boy Scout type Jack Smith, ? We can own the cons while owning the libs too. Everything I suggest, Trump has done something worse, except maybe the hammer. Oh, he talked about video game hammering somebody. But we don't know what happens in DHS warehouses. Reminding the public of this at every turn should be shield enough. Democrats would be highly energized by a candidate who actually wants to fight. Imagine a Democrat who wins and who doesn't apologize for winning. Side note, Hutch's Green Lantern dismissal is so gay. Wasn't Biden's student loan thing exactly that? Make a colorful argument, pushing the envelope, even if it's a long shot. I wish he used the political capital on something less stupid, but whatever. 2.5, intermission. Oh man, this guy's a Hutch hater. I don't condone these words. He says, actually, Hutch pisses me off so much. His entire argument is that everything Democrats have done so far has basically been good. He likes where we ended up. However, doing literally anything going forward will end up poorly. How can they be batting 1,000 or 1.0 or whatever retrospectively? But the best course of action right now is to do nothing. It makes no sense. I don't follow his shit, but let me mind read for a second. Was he saying last year the Democrats shouldn't shut the government down because shutdowns never go well? It wouldn't surprise me. And I bet he said the shutdown was a great idea 2 weeks in, but the moment 8 senators caved, he thought it was a great move also. Am I close? Meanwhile, I was buying grocery store gift cards for my staff, maximum $20 each due to ethics rules for me, and we were prepared not to get paid for months for what? Americans getting in the streets weeks later. Big win guy claps all around. 3. Exposing the blatant corruption of this administration would depress MAGA turnout. Schedule regular addresses where the president or Congress dumps embarrassing evidence of corruption to the public, flaunting norms about investigation materials, etc. Hell, we might straight win the Occupy Wall Street part of MAGA by cracking down on wannabe oligarchs and not being shady about the Epstein files. I also don't really give a shit about the files, but would just let Massey and Khanna have unfettered access to them. 4. Maybe the most important point, they're going to lie about us anyway, so who the fuck cares? What are they going to say about us that they didn't say about Obama? We are tanking that shit anyway. Why not give them the president they accused Obama of being? Anyway, I'll stop ranting at you, but you can probably imagine how frustrated a dude that prosecutes white-collar shit might be. Now that white-collar shit is all essentially legal, everything I care about is in ashes already. Solo didn't save Rome in the end, but at least he tried. Maybe it works better for us, but it will be cathartic at the very least. Jesus. Hutch is just a simpleton who can't even handle analogies. Literally, he doesn't understand the abstract ideas. Okay, can we chill? You guys have to be able to be chill. I have disagreements with Hutch on this, but like, Hutch is genuinely somebody who's like 95% aligned with us. Like every single thing Hutch wants, I want, and then a little bit more. It's not like the fucking progressives or the tankies where it's like, oh, we're aligned, guys, I promise. Oh. What? That Trump what was legendary.
See, and that's how creators in this sphere should push back when their chat is being crazy.
No, shut up. That was actually me on an alt. And the only reason now most people knew that that was even being said was because I typed it and then I addressed it as a streamer. So I can simultaneously say, look, I pushed back on it while actually just introducing the extremist rhetoric to chat.
Smart.
Thank you.
So I hate Hutch then?
Stop. Destiny, new S26 Ultra Review. I've already said this. I will never forgive them for the Bixby button. I don't care. Why are people sending me blackface photos of Hassan? What is this?
I'm doing blackface tomorrow.
What kind of proof are you looking for? Most of these photos are from Facebook, but you need to have friends or mutuals with the people to see them. He's married to one of Hassan's frat brothers. This guy is wait, hold on. Would you say, is this person in blackface? The person next to him?
Let me see.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
Hold on, now I gotta open it up. I don't think so, because if it was blackface, it would be the whole thing, not just like the body. Or it would just be the face, not the whole body, right? I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, I wonder if the BF there means blackface because she's not dating Hassan. Oh, sorry, I left out a comment on the side. We need blackface experts.
Best friend, probably.
But then why does the other person respond? Oh my god.
Probably the hair that they have on.
Because it's blackface hair.
Can I see what the fuck you guys are talking about, please?
I deleted
You were just
it already.
muted 4 seconds ago.
I wasn't. I've been unmuted for at least 120 seconds.
All right, well, I gotta go. I'll be back later tonight.
You fucking
No, wait.
loser.
We're going to the we have I don't know, fucking appointment and shit.
Wait.
You're gonna die.
Oh Jesus, Dan's gonna be like, oh, that's
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't. Okay.
I'm
there we
not
go.
a
Okay.
I'm just
blackface
saying.
expert, Dan.
I'm looking. I'm just looking. That's it. Looking?
Meet the new Google Pixel 10a. What the fuck?
Did you seriously delete that message after you sent it?
There you go. If I see this reposted on any Twitter accounts, I'm gonna go and eat your children, all of them, including the cats.
I just wanted to look. See, now the problem is that if someone else... First off, I only have 2 Twitter accounts, okay? 2. That's it. Actually, I have 3, but I don't use DBL, okay? All the conspiracy is untrue.
It's true. Dan is, unironically, Dan is my destiny, okay? Everybody accuses me of working with every motherfucker behind the scenes on everything. And I don't. I just don't talk to any of these people. And everybody accuses you and me of coordinating some shit in the background.
Yeah, dude. You know
I
the
hate
most
this
fucked up thing?
motherfucker.
Do you know what it is? The worst part, the funniest part, dude. Israel sucks. Like after all this, like supposedly like the Mossad, they're running the internet. They have these bots, and I'm looking at this shit. And it's like I haven't talked to one of these motherfuckers once. They suck shit. I'm out here in the trenches. They don't even think to reach out. Hey Dan, you want some money, some resources? Nothing, dude. Israel is garbage. Okay, I'm just saying it. It's a fact.
I will say I did get a big, or some company reached out to give me a huge sponsored trip to Israel, and I'm considering whether I want to take or not.
Really?
Yeah, because I just don't know if I give a fuck more about this country.
Wait, but what company though? Like to go like look at their data centers, or just to like go over there and do propaganda?
No, it's like this is definitely Israeli, and it's definitely like slanted in that direction. Like I think like 5 of the 9 days are in Tel Aviv, and then
Is it for Sabra hummus?
what?
If Hassan can do his China trip.
Who is?
I don't know what the name of the
company.
company is. They reach out to you with people. I had a Zoom call with like 4 of them, and then yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if I give a fuck about this. I don't know what content I would even film or what the fuck I would even. I might just do it for a vacation, and then hopefully I get blown up by somebody there. I don't know. I'll think about it. Do you use Dropbox?
No,
on the web app, I literally cannot look into a Dropbox folder. It just loads forever. I can use it on the desktop app, but it doesn't work on the like the website doesn't load anything. It just spins forever. And I went through like 2 months of troubleshooting with their tech team, and they couldn't figure it out. I don't understand how that's acceptable. But that's okay. All right. Don't care. You can do whatever, but does it actually sound interesting? No offense, but I hate the Israeli public almost as much as the American one for contributing to MAGA. I just don't. The thing is, it's just all is just wasted on me. I just don't travel and care to see shit, and I'm not like a party person at all. So, are you ever really seen the Israeli interviews from 2024? I have they're loaded up. Okay.
Oh, maybe it's nice that you can say, like, I've never taken money to do any content ever, and fuck you because you have. I don't think it's.
I don't think anybody gives a fuck.
Yeah, but you can say it and feel good about saying that, and they won't be able to respond with, "Yeah, you did." And here's where you admitted it. Like they can conspiracy post saying that you did. I don't think it's worth it. Like especially like, do you want to go to Israel that much right now? Probably not. Like why fuck yourself for no reason?
Well, how am I getting fucked? Like Mike got 20,000 likes on a tweet a few days ago saying I got paid $7,000 a post.
Yeah, but it's untrue, right? Like that's it's untrue, and it can't be used against you in any serious format. Like if you're on a debate and they're like, you were paid to go to Israel, be like, that is completely untrue. I'm telling you right now, okay? I'm willing to go under oath saying that was paid nothing. Are you willing to do that about your trip to China? And then they don't answer and you have them dead to rights. I think that that's worth something in this case.
Is it? But we're never going under oath. Like the largest leftist streamer literally did like a paid propaganda trip to China, like an unfathomably crazy propaganda, pro-China, pro-CCP China propaganda trip. Like
yeah, and it's good, and you can use that against him.
Can I though?
For him, yeah, I think so, and I think the fact that like they can't really seriously come back with the you were paid by Israel to do the same. Be like, no, I wasn't. I paid myself 100%. Every part I paid for my travel. I paid for my flight.
Not only did I not pay for it, I paid for Loanerbox. And they accused Loanerbox of taking money for Israel. I don't agree with you. I understand what you're saying. It's like a nice, like little moral victory, but in the grand scheme of anything, it literally counts for fucking nothing.
Like how much are you really saving here to give them the ultimate forever W on you?
How is it a W though? It would be because these guys would be covering my travel and shit. It's not like they're gonna be telling me like you have to film this, you've got to put this out or whatever. Like if you were in Israel,
it would be the conspiracies afterwards.
It already is.
And all this shit.
What would be different?
It wouldn't be last time.
I mean.
No,
the idea
would be different.
It's the same as the MAGA
thing.
Yeah, there's literally
people.
Same
as the MAGA thing. We're like, we're just doing it because the Democrats did it first. No, the fuck they didn't.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It just comes down to whether or not I want a free vacation or not. That's all.
Do the pros and cons outweigh themselves?
Well, the pros would literally just be if I wanted a free vacation or not. That would be the only thing. I'm just undecided on that. Oh Jesus.
The oil tanker.
Still reading emails?
Yeah, I have to reorganize my Dropbox. Oh, because I was gonna just delete this folder and see if I could get a new one. Why? What's up? Or you can chat with me while I do this.
Well, for one, I just thought of this. Have you seen like the list of all the UFA tours that are, or all the tour stops that are coming up in like the next 2 months?
I think so. There are 3 that I have calendared. On the 23rd, we're doing ASU, right?
Yeah.
On the 27th, I've got a thing I'm doing in Gainesville. On the 2nd, we do something at UCLA next month, right?
Yeah.
And then on the 13th, we do something at NC State, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And then on the 22nd, UC Berkeley, right?
Yeah, those 4. Yeah. I just didn't know if you'd seen that we're doing 4. You're going to all of them, right?
I should. Yeah. I'm filming them all.
I just I saw. Yeah, I mean, I saw them. I saw them post a list of I was like, damn, 4 back to back to back to back. Like, Jesus.
Gotta get those American airline points.
I suppose so. No, I was originally I jumped in here because people were talking weapons shit, and people overly generalized too much when it comes to that. Like you were talking about the people tweaking about AI shit. Do you remember, like, the first time we met in wherever the fuck we were? Do you remember what I was telling you about how, like, CWIZ works?
CWIZ, remind me.
It's the minigun one. I showed you a video of us shooting it.
I don't remember. The thing that's supposed to automatically intercept weapons or whatever?
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of hit the point I was going to say. Like, if you take the hold fire off of CWIZ and just, like, get up and walk away from the console, it will just sit there and shoot everything it sees on its own with no human interaction. Like, that is like what they're describing, and we've had that for like 35 years or more. Sure.
Yeah.
So like people tweak about AI stuff. I'm like, bro, we've been using like automatic targeting for so long. Chill.
Wait. Do you have Did you watch Top Gun 2?
Yeah.
Do you know if in a fighter jet will it give you how does it know when a plane behind you is locked onto you? Or is that just when it's like in the same trajectory and can shoot you with machine guns? How do you know when like a missile is locked onto you?
Radar.
How?
So the way it's like shown in movies is probably not super. But just want to be clear, I never worked in air at all in my entire life. But I can tell you the way it's like shown in movies probably not overly realistic.
Radar locks can be detected.
Yeah, the radars that they're using for targeting emits like you know how like radar targeting.
Yeah, no,
works,
I understand.
Surely.
Okay, wait. So the radars that they're using are they're highly directional. So if a radar is like bouncing stuff off you, then you
the jet has a sensor on it. Like our jets have sensors, so we when you're being lit up with IR.
Gotcha.
Like when you're being when you're being painted by a radar, you're like your systems know that. So
can you
like the way it's actually depicted, wave radar lock.
Can you just throw like a radar wave transmitter on top of your jet and just broadcast at all times, make everybody think they're being locked on by missiles or whatever?
We have systems that do similar things.
Okay.
Like we do EW warfare stuff where like we kind of throw fake signals around to confuse stuff.
EW warfare?
It's that technically that is incorrect.
Like
that's
ATM machine?
That's technically the incorrect way to say that. It's like when people say cat card, dumbasses.
Unbelievably cringe.
Yeah. There was another thing I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so I came in the other day to talk to you about the fucking the U.S. the prosecutor stuff here. And like the basis for me saying that was with your conversation with Hutch of him saying that Congress is still required for some things. And I was like, well, not really for appointments, I suppose, huh? I was thinking about this more because I'm gonna make a video on this whole like conversation that's been going on, like your side versus his side. I was trying to think about this more of does Trump need Congress at all? Like in your estimation, like what would you say the number one thing that he's used Congress for so far this term is?
One big beautiful bill.
Right, which is primarily tax cuts, right?
Basically. Oh yeah, sure, yeah. And maybe funding ICE, yeah.
Yeah, maybe some other little things, yeah. So in terms of like the funding, like actually getting the money, but in that case, I don't even know because we've seen him use ulterior funding, ulterior in big quotes there. Like to fund, like I think you brought up the example of him like still paying the military during the shutdown with like bullshit money that he pulled from other places. Yeah. So I don't even know if that would count as a thing that he needed Congress for because he might be able to bullshit fund his way through other stuff too.
Well,
but
no way, not for because we're
not indefinitely. It's too much.
And yeah, not even for months. Like billions of dollars is just way. It's the scale is so huge.
Yeah, he was just planning on trying to pull like get one paycheck sent out. I'm sure. But even then, I mean, like, who controls the Treasury, right? Like,
I don't actually know. The Treasury is
there's
part
a Treasury
of the executive
secretary,
branch,
correct? Right? Yeah. So yeah. So if he, if they didn't fund the government and Trump was like, you know what, fuck it, Scott Bessent, give me the money anyway. I don't know. But the actual example I was going to use with tax cuts, right? Like, is there anything you can think of top of head that would prevent Trump from just ordering the IRS to not collect taxes beyond a certain point? Like if we wanted to cut the tax rates down, just said like, is there anything that would prevent him from just going to the IRS?
My only guess is it would be a bureaucratic nightmare. Like,
It
I
definitely
think
would be a nightmare.
the
I'm saying,
number
like,
one
in
thing
perfect
that's stopping them, like people are saying there's like checks and balances, but we're actually checked by the hidden fourth one. Maybe you can call it the deep state, but it's literally just bureaucratic work. Like they just don't know how to do anything. Like we're checked. It's like an IQ check on a lot of what this administration wants to do.
Well, yeah, because the people, like, if you were to say you were to give that order, just be like, hey, IRS, like, I only want you to collect, taxes up to this percentage, and if people pay more, send it the fuck back. Like, there probably would be a fair amount of people, career IRS employees, that would either just be like, no, like, I'm not going to break the law like that, and if you are going to order me to, I quit. And then the people that are remaining that would go along with it don't know how to do it. So then, yeah, it just wouldn't work out that way. But I'm trying to think about this more. Like, I'm gonna like write this for this video. I'm like, there is an argument there that I'm gonna have to contend with of like, does he need Congress? And like, as I was thinking about that more, I'm like, but does he? Technically, the executive controls the IRS and the Treasury. Like, even for the one example we can all think of for like, this is the time he needed Congress. But like, he used Congress because he had the votes. They were gonna go along with it, with a few changes to the bill. But they were gonna vote yes, and they did. If he really, 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 really wanted those results, and Congress said, "Fuck, kick rocks," there might be some ways he could have just done it anyway.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, when that argument gets brought up, he still needs Congress. I'm like, I don't think he does. I don't know if he does.
It just depends on how far he wants to go. There's two like YouTube videos I'm thinking of. One is I watched this a few times on stream. The Scalia talk on like our Constitution or whatever. I think you've seen this, right? Or have you seen me watch this?
Yep.
And then the second one is I feel like there was a I've never watched a full episode of The West Wing, but I feel like I've seen a clip of like The West Wing before, where they bring in a bunch of, is it like Russians or Eastern Europeans that are reading the Constitution, and they're talking about like flaws or defects or something, and then they comment and they have like a back and forth conversation on something. Am I making this up? Is this a real thing?
No, you're not. I vaguely have memory of what you're talking about. Where it's like the overall principle being like, yeah, there is holes. There will always be holes. Like that's not the point of this. It's like we work together. We all agree these are the rules. No one breaks them. Yeah,
I really don't think people understand that, because it's not like there's like three levels of understanding. One is that like, oh, all the laws can be written perfectly. But then there's like the second level that I think smart people get stuck on, which is like, well, there are laws, but then there are also norms. But I think like the third level is that like it really is just, it has to be a lot of good faith from every side, because you can break norms and you can break laws and you can operate. If you don't have like a good faith adherence to the rule system that you're supposed to be working with, then like nothing really matters. And I feel like people don't understand, like when you say like nothing matters, it's like, it feels like sometimes when you're talking to kids, do you remember when you were growing up and adults used to always say like, oh, like adults are imperfect too, and you hear that as a kid, but like you don't really feel it and you don't understand until you're in your 20s or 30s and you're like, oh shit, like, adults are fucking retarded. Like actually, legitimately they are, but you don't really understand that until you are an adult and you see other adults. Like these people are grown